everyone. This is Dan with Lightning Aviation. I am actually doing a live stream for Miss Danielle's channel for her here from Tucson, Arizona. We're going to have a lot of things happening today. We're going to actually do some spotting here at night, as well as some F-16 spotting. So I want to welcome everybody to the new live stream for Lightning Aviation, and we are going to have a lot of fun tonight, guys. We're going to enjoy ourselves and have a blast. I want everyone to have some fun. Yes, Josh, you're first again, as usual. Poor Danielle, she's fashionably late, as usual. She's late to her own stream. Yep, definitely, Josh. It's good to see you, Josh. Thanks for joining. Appreciate that. We've got some aircraft in the pipeline right now. We got a Southwest Airlines 737-900 going towards somewheres. We're trying to get Danielle to get in here to do the honors of jet tip for me. Now, what we are doing is I'm actually sitting in my car because it's kind of warm outside. As you can see, we've got a severe thunderstorm coming. We're gonna have a storm coming. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning and flash flood warning in effect, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun with that. Hopefully, this is what they call the fire station area of our spotting area. And what we're gonna do is we are going to watch the aircraft take off. That big hangar off in the distance is called the SkyWest hangar. We have a major SkyWest repair facility here at the Tucson Airport. We will also have our friend, the FedEx 767, heading back to Memphis. So, looks like we've got a jet taking off here, or landing, whichever. Let me see if I can zoom in. There it is. Well, don't worry about the gate there. We're gonna get above it here in a few minutes. Looks to me like the Vision Jet. Of course, you see our new Tucson Tower. We got two towers here at Tucson Airport. One is the old tower, and the new tower that you just saw in the shot. It's pretty nice. Yep, Danielle is there. There's Danielle. She's fashionably late as usual to her own stream. So, hi Danielle. Now, the F-16s, I know that's the reason why a lot of you are here. I know Danielle's here for that. Josh, I know you don't really like fighter jets. But that's the way of life here at the Tucson International Airport. We are basically a National Guard base as well. It's called the Morris Air National Guard Base. I do not hear any F-16s that are winding up as we speak. So I'm trying to actually look and see what we got going on. And Danielle and her Carl bit there, she likes. Yeah, it doesn't look to sound like we got anything going on at the moment. But once, even though we don't see F-16s tonight, because there's sometimes where the F-16s don't start until tomorrow. But if that's the case, we'll come back and we'll do hold on a second, let me see something here. All right, Joshua. No problem. I'll just call you Bestie like she does, or you do her. So I'm just kidding. It's good to see everybody here. I'm cracking open a Coca-Cola. We're gonna watch planes take off. Now this Southwest, I believe, is getting ready to take off here. Danielle is streaming tonight. I am just doing it for her here in Tucson at the moment. So we're going to get a little bit of action going on here. We're going to have a little bit of fun. It's good to see everybody here. You know, I'm an editor on Danielle's channel, and I figure, you know, hey, you know, there's a lot of aviation here in Arizona. We'll go to the Air Museum every once in a while, the Pima Air Museum. There's a lot of commercial aircraft over there. So we have one of the first 787s that was built. We also have the very first 777 ever built. Cathay Pacific was gifted to the Pima Air and Space Museum. You guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be awesome. So, I think we scared Joshua off. So Joshua, no, this is what Danielle is doing is we're trying to bolster her live streams and things like that so she can have better content on the channel. We're trying to help her out a little bit. So I'm glad that you guys are here. Even though we only have a couple people here right now, max is about 3 so far. We're going to start dealing with a lot of, you know, we're going to try to get our views up and everything like that for this channel. Of course, as many of you know who I am, my channel is Aircraft Expedition. I'm not trying to promote myself, but I am her boyfriend, and I know how to do live streams really, really well. Up. Here we go. Here come. I think what we shall do here is we will go outside here. Let's see. It's going to be a little windy, guys. It's one of the reasons why I'm in the car, because we have that storm coming in. So we're gonna hop on this guy, and we're gonna go over the fence here so we can see. There's Southwest. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit more. And it looks like Southwest is pretty heavy today. Wow. Yeah, he took a long time to take off. Sounds like looks like he's pretty heavy. Yep, they're taking off to the northwest, landing on the southeast flow here. All right. So let's give you a perspective where I'm at here, guys. Yep, southwest to LAX. Thank you, Danielle. Yeah, it's kind of a normal for here, you know. All right, so this right here is our fire station for Tucson Airport. We see a lot of good things. These guys are really nice. They let me check out the fire station, and of course we've got all of our air cargo facilities here. Soon we're going to be seeing a FedEx 767 taxi out of here, going back to Memphis. So we'll be able to check that out. And what we'll do is we will move the chair over there so we can actually get some good shots of her. But as you can see, we are going to be getting some nice rain. Hey Joshua, I was actually thinking about that. Maybe coming over to JFK. I used to go to JFK all the time when I was a kid. I used to watch the Concorde take off and land. I used to live in Woodside in Queens. Yeah, Woodside in Queens is pretty awesome. Yeah, I lived there for a good 6 years. I lived there, went to school at one of the PS number schools over there, the public schools. There we go. This is some of the weather that we get here in Arizona. It's called the monsoon season. Monsoon season basically means that it can be very, very, very nice and clear one day, and all of a sudden, holy crap, we love it here. Yeah, I mean, literally, we've got storms coming from all sides, pretty much. And the severe thunderstorm warning that we got was for southwest and southeastern and central Arizona, which is us, basically. So we haven't got anything yet. But mainly down there, Sierra Vista is down there. If you know where Sierra Vista is where Fort Huachuca is. And we are basically about southeast, about 75 miles. That way is plenty of aircraft. Oh, hello. We have another 737 taxiing, guys. There we go. This guy, it's a dry heat. Screw you, I know. But then we also have some really nice sunsets, guys. Mainly we have Southwest Airlines and we have SkyWest, and sometimes we have Alaska, things like that. So this guy's taxiing awfully fast. I guess he wants to get the heck out of here before the weather hits. Literally, guys, we have all kinds of aircraft coming to Tucson. We have what they call Pinal Air Park, about maybe 10 or 20 miles to the north of us. And what happens is that a lot of the aircraft come here for the Customs and Border Protection. So they come from, like, we've had planes from Nigeria. We've had planes. Ooh, that smell is so good. Oh, smells like Chanel number 5 over here, guys. Oh, the exhaust of the 737 wafting in my face. Gosh. Chanel number 5. But as I was saying before, we've had 747s coming here to go up to Pinal for storage. Yeah, that's correct, Joshua. It's also Delta. SkyWest does a lot of Delta connections. Here we've got Piedmont that does the ground stuff for SkyWest. We have Unify. We have all these people here that do it. So yeah. As I said before, if we don't see F-16s tonight, we'll probably come back tomorrow and do another show for you guys. But I want to make sure that Danielle, she has a nice little live stream. I am live streaming from Prism. Okay, I don't know why she was having problems with her first stream, but hey, whatever, it's okay. Oh, here we go. All right, Southwest Airlines. Wonder where he's going. Yep, Piedmont is American Eagle. They actually work with American Eagle over here. Another Southwest. Hey, he's not so heavy. Well, Prism, I hate it back. It works for me, Danielle. I honestly think it's because you have such little subscribers. I think that's what it is. See, we got Delta connection over here. You guys look over there. Oops. You'll see the terminal. Looks like they might be pushing back in a Delta connection here. We'll see. But we're gonna. Yeah. Anyway, so like I said. Like I was explaining to a lot of you, lot of aircraft come in here for storage to Pinal Airport. You guys look it up on the internet. Pinal Airport is probably one of the largest, other than Mojave, one of the largest storage facilities for commercial aircraft. We had an aircraft, a 747-200 here for at least 20 years called the Rolls-Royce Testbed. When I used to work for that company up there in Pinal called Ascent, they are actually over here, by the way, guys. If you look straight over there, that's where one of the Ascent's areas where they store aircraft. I showed Danielle earlier today. Some of the aircraft that were over there. We actually had a little bit of a tour. But the fun thing about Pinal is that you never know what's coming in. I don't know if any of you know Bob Allen, which is Captain Bob. Captain Bob works mainly out of Pinal Airport as well as Goodyear, Arizona. He flies, his company is called Nomadic Aviation. If you guys want to look him up, Nomadic Aviation. He has if you guys are into aviation like we are, there is a social media app out there called Kitty Hawk that is run and was developed by Bob Allen himself for aviation professionals, YouTubers, things like that. So Bob, I hope Bob does watch this. Bob, if you're watching this, we're going to promote the Kitty Hawk because Kitty Hawk is great. Danielle, in fact, posts the links on Kitty Hawk for her live streams here. So we do get a lot of folks that were in the first live, which was nice. So, and Joshua, I want to let you know I'm actually considering going to Chicago. And I'm thinking about live streaming in Chicago on my own channel as well as hers. That way we can get it going on. And then I was thinking about taking a trip over to New York City. I used to live on 55th Street over in New York City, over there in Woodside. That's where I used to live. I used to go to school over there. I used to, oh my goodness. And getting up at 1 o'clock in the morning to go to JFK Airport just to see the Concorde take off and land. I'm sorry, Danielle, but that beats the 747 any day, hands down. I'm telling you, that beats the 747 hands down. Watching the Concorde fully take off with its nose drooping down. That is something else. Yeah, Joshua, that would be kind of cool to meet you in person. That really would. We got an E-175 Delta connection coming toward us here. It's going to pass right in front of us. Here's our E-175 Delta connection. That is also run by SkyWest, guys, here in Arizona. SkyWest runs most of the regionals out of Tucson, Phoenix. They go to Yuma, all kinds of goodies. Usually around this time, around 5 o'clock, they don't really run a lot of aircraft out of here because they're normally busy in the morning. Busy in the morning here in Tucson. But during the evening, they start slowing down, and then all of a sudden, the flights stop between 12 and 1:30. There's aircraft that come in and things like that, so... Well, there is something good in Chicago, and Danielle will talk about this later, so most definitely. But there's friends, there's family in Chicago. There's a lot of things going on in Tucson. We have like I said, we have the largest aviation museum of over 480 aircraft. 480 aircraft on display, including the most recent one we got that I chased down from Sells, Arizona to here into Tucson. I saw it land at Lake Pleasant up by Phoenix. They disassembled it and they brought it down by truck. Yeah, that Delta connection, as Danielle said, is off to Salt Lake City. I personally do not like the E-175. I've flown on it before, and it's a rattle trap. I do not like it. It's garbage. And, I'd rather fly on the 737 than I would, or an A320 or 21, just for the heck of it. So again, guys, this is Dan. I am Danielle's editor. My channel is Aircraft Expeditions, but I'm here in her capacity, so I'm not promoting myself or anything like that. You'll know me as Aircraft Expeditions on YouTube. But I want to make sure that she has a really nice live. We got the E-175 taking off here. We're just going to shoot this one through the fence. I'm not really a fan of the E-175, like I said, guys. It's not really my kind of aircraft. And oddly enough, guys, the E-175 used to be called the Superjet. Salt Lake City flights, we are waiting for our friends to come here. That may not happen. It may not happen due to the fact that we've got a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here. Oh, looky, 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 looky. We got a SkyWest band going towards SkyWest Hangar. Yay. So if it doesn't so happen that we don't see F-16s today doing afterburner shots or whatever, then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do maybe a tomorrow's stream too. I think that's what I'm planning at this point, because the F-16s are supposed to be doing night operations this week. And if they do not, then hey, I'm glad you guys are here. But I wanted to do a live stream for her. That way she could get a lot of views off of it. The very first live stream she got was almost 200 views after it was published. And guys, I'm going to compare mine and hers on the stream here. But Danielle's got more than I did. I have only got 3 views off my very first live stream. And she got over almost 200. That is awesome. That is very awesome. And I hope she gets a lot off of this live stream as well. But we're trying our best to get the F-16s in the picture here, guys. Once we see the F-16s take off, I mean, we should be okay. They're supposed to go out on see, what they do is they actually take off from Tucson. Then they go to the Barry Goldwater Range, which is directly west of us. It's about 40 or 50 miles west of us. Hey, Salt Lake City, I can also have you upload them to my drive. That way I can make a nice video for her with the F-16s. Oh, we looks like we have an A319. That is cool. Yeah, looks like we have an A319 taxiing up here. See, we're on what they call southeast flow, where the aircraft land from the southeast and take off to the northwest. That's the only flow we have. And then we've got ones for the for general aviation that go east to west. That's it. And there's our... That is actually an E-175. I thought it was a freaking A319. God, I hate that plane. That plane just... that plane is something else. I was sitting in the back with one of my coworkers, and he was holding on for dear life because he didn't like to fly. And this plane, it just made it worse for him. It's terrible. I mean, every little piece of turbulence you can feel with that Embraer. It's ridiculous. Every little piece of turbulence. It's amazing. I thought we were going to all die at this point. Doesn't look like we got anything from out of the gates yet. Anything more? But I'm glad everybody's here just to help promote Danielle's channel and live stream. That's awesome of you guys. We love you. We care about each and every one of you. We thank you very much for joining us as well, because she's trying to build her subscriber count as well as her watch hours. Just so everybody knows, YouTube just came out with some new guidelines for YouTube and to the YouTube Partner Program. It's now going to be 8,000 watch hours instead of 4,000 watch hours to get completely monetized. It's still going to remain 1,000 subscribers, but those watch time hours are going to be a real pain in the neck to get. But with all places, honestly, Joshua, I've on my channel, for example, I don't use hashtags. Hashtags doesn't work for me. What really works is the internal tags. And I've learned since my journey on YouTube from many people is that the tags are where it's at. Hashtags don't really work on your description. Dale! 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 What's up, buddy? How you doing? It's nice to see you, Dale. It's great to see you, Dale. Well, YouTube Shorts, yes, but not live streams. I don't do it for live streams. Unfortunately, live streams kind of like, you get more views off of just putting the tags in and so on and so forth. That's a fact. I've learned that from a lot of people. I listen to, I watch vidIQ a lot. I watch Nick Nimmin a lot. If you guys don't know who those people are, those people are major, like EPOS Vox and all that stuff. And I learned a lot of stuff online, and I also learned from the best. Michael Fryer Jr., he's the one that runs a channel for OBS and other, like Prism Live Studio, like Prism Mobile. Oh, we have an aircraft landing here. There we go. Let's see what we got. 737, yes sir. American Airlines. Cool. What we're doing is we're waiting for aircraft to at least take off. Now, from my understanding, the AirCal Retro is here. Well, it was here in Tucson. I'm not sure if it's going to take off or if it already has. I sincerely doubt it. We have a lot of the retros here in Tucson and Phoenix. So if you guys ever see me live stream, I'll live stream from either Davis Mountain Air Force Base or here. I usually do. I like military aviation because I grew up in the military aviation area. I grew up in a military family myself. That's my background. Yep, that is from DFW. Cool down, Danielle. Thank you. Now, this E-175 that's taking off right now, Danielle, where's it going to? I think it's going to Phoenix or Vegas. You know what would be a nice place to go live stream at? Is Las Vegas, Harry Reid. You see all kinds of stuff. You see the Janet flights going into Area 51. All that stuff. It's freaking awesome. And by the way, guys, I'm actually, me personally, with Danielle's help, we are working on a video for about the QF-16. So, keep watch for that. I'm still trying to get footage for it and everything like that. Well, yeah, you gotta admit Newark is trash. Definitely, you gotta admit Newark is trash. You can't even get close to the actual the fence without them yelling at you. It's really stupid. Now, JFK, on the other hand, there's some really cool spots along the beach, such as Rockaway Beach, right near the Coast Guard station, where you can actually spot aircraft. Really nice. They go out over the water, which is awesome to watch. Now, the worst airport to spot at, for me, is Miami. Oh, so we got one. We got an O'Hare bird. Yay! Nice. Long Beach is bad too. You're right there, Salt Lake City. My goodness, Long Beach is horrible. You can't even get close to that thing. Because when you're in Oakland, for example, and you look at Long Beach, you see the Oakland airport right there. Oakland's another one, by the way. Oakland is a really bad spot to go ahead and go spotting, because most of the aircraft go over the water, or they land it from the water area. Now, one of the best ones you can actually go to spot planes is LAX or San Francisco and San Diego. Oh yeah, San Diego's great. Called the poop and go. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Danielle. There we go. I do not see our E-175 from O'Hare yet. That might be it right there. I have airline videos. Actually spots from there a lot. And I've actually met him in person. He's a very nice guy. He's a pain in the butt, but, you know. He's a nice guy. All right, Danielle, this is for you. There's your and yes, my windshield is really foggy. Oh, looks like we got a private jet coming. Cool. It's actually starting to slow down a little bit. Let's see here. Looks like we got a Learjet coming. It's either that or it's a Challenger. Looks like a Challenger. My take on Hawaiian Airlines, they did a really good job at merging with Alaska, because Alaska's doing way better than Hawaiian Airlines. So the Praetor, it looks like. Yep. Very pretty airplane. He'll be taking off here shortly. Yeah, because if you look at the windsock right there, guys, it's wind is actually blowing to the southeast, east-southeast. Ooh, CRJ. Like I said, I'm sitting in my vehicle because of the fact, I was going to say a bad word, but it's because of the fact that it's pretty warm out here and it's windy. I want you guys to be able to hear me instead of the wind. Basically, all you got to do is say mahalo. Mahalo. That's pretty funny. Now, what we're looking at straight ahead, guys, is we're looking at the hangar for Raytheon. Okay, Raytheon does a lot of electronics testing from that hangar, etc. Okay, and of course, Raytheon is over here. You see a lot of Raytheon's bunkers they've got over here. That's where they store a lot of the missiles they produce. But Raytheon is over here. Their main complex is right there. Planet 54 is right. Let's see, where is it? Planet 54. Let me see here. That's Worldview. That right there is Worldview. What Worldview does is Worldview actually launches all the balloons for the National Weather Service. Oh, that's a Praetor. Look at that. He just came in. That's pretty awesome. Now, the way I'm live streaming this, guys, is through Prism Livestream. Okay, Prism Mobile. I don't have the best setup that they do, like Chicago flights and whatever. Okay, I don't have the best setup. I don't have the best money to set up to this is the next best thing. So this is how I do my live streams. Try to bring it here for you guys and things like that. So it's a lot of fun. I'm doing it right from my cell phone. And that's I understand that. I also did find out, Danielle, that there is a limitation when you have less than 100 subscribers for Prism. So there is a limitation. You can only do it directly from the app, not connect to live streams from. There we go. Pretty freaking awesome, guys. Now, let's look at the time here. It's 5:37. Now, the F-16s, if they don't come out by at least 6 o'clock, because they usually fly for about 2 hours between 5:30 and 6 is when they start taxiing out. If they don't start taxiing out until 6:30 or whatever, that's okay. We've got plenty of juice. We can actually be on the loose. And I'm gonna actually plug this in right now so that we can charge the phone here a little bit. It's my pleasure, Danielle. My pleasure. Everybody should have fun doing this. Doesn't matter if you're inexperienced. You just go live and talk about what you really love, Like we love aviation. Yeah, Joshua, go for it. I want to hear some of those suggestions. I've already been up to Phoenix, but I've actually gotten yelled at by Cutter Aviation here and up there in Phoenix, and they basically are like Atlantic Aviation down here in Tucson. Don't go ahead and do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. A lot of the spotters, when we have drill weekend, they like to go over by Atlantic Aviation and sit there, and they get in trouble all the time. Get thrown out. See, also the problem, Joshua, about live streaming at different airports is the fact that we there's some of us that are limited on money. And, that's kind of the reason why I'm doing this from my phone, and I do my live streams from my phone too. Because, that's why I'm doing Danielle's live stream here today by my phone, because I don't have the big cameras and I don't have the big time equipment that a lot of these big streamers got, And it's harsh. It's taken me almost a year and a half to find myself a better lens for my camera, my Nikon camera. And I'm just now trying, coming into those deals and stuff like that. It's just like something that's affordable for me. Now, right now, what they're doing here on the runways is they've got a second runway they are building. It's going to be for cargo and military as well as commercial. So they're going to be switching over to that one, and they're going to be refurbishing one to left, and basically they're going to rebuild it. So. Right, Joshua. I'm right. We got to make do with what. See, the small creators like us, we have to make do with the tools we have. Buy stuff, little stuff here, little stuff there. I honestly don't really like carting a lot of equipment around. Honestly, that's just me. I don't like doing that because if I have whatever I have is in my camera bag. I have a DJI Pocket 2. I have my Nikon camera. I've got my batteries. I've got my cards. I've got my tripod. I've got my selfie stick. Everything. That's pretty much all I like to haul around, And then, of course, I've got that ugly thing right there I keep in my car, which is my step stool. I always try to keep a step stool or something like that. Well, the way that my channel, not Danielle's channel, but my channel started was because of a Facebook group called Fans of the Pima Air and Space Museum. Okay, I was an admin of that group. I was one of the main admins of that group, and I actually got a lot of interaction and a lot of people to join and promoting the museum. Unfortunately, that went downhill. I started my own other group called Pima Air and Space Enthusiasts, which is now growing massively. I started my channel because of that. It was originally called Pima Air and Space Fans. And then what my good friend, who is still an editor on my channel, said to me was that we needed to rebrand. Okay? And that's kind of what I suggested to Danielle, is that that she rebrand to Lightning Aviation. I didn't suggest that name, but she had it all done by herself. It was great. What are you talking about, Danielle? Sophia? Are you talking about the 747, Sophia, or? And just so you know, what she's talking about probably is the 747 SP that we have over at the museum. I was a part of the crew. I was a honorary crew member. I'm actually an honorary crew member of that aircraft, of the NASA Sophia. Well, oddly enough, Joshua, I used to work as a conductor for Union Pacific Railroad. That's some of my background. My background is aviation. My father was military. He flew helicopters for the Army. He was a commanding officer, went over to Desert Storm, Grenada. He was in Vietnam for quite a while. That's how I got my start in aviation, is my father. But I never did like helicopters. I was never a fan of helicopters. I always was a fan of military planes. Just military fighters and all that stuff. And then I started getting into commercial jets, and we used to go to John F. Kennedy Airport, things like that. I don't see the blue truck out for the F-16s, because there's a blue truck that actually looks on the runway for any foreign object debris, usually before the F-16s take off. So I haven't seen that truck out yet. So we may just be doing a Tucson Airport stream, and then maybe tomorrow we'll do the F-16s. We'll see what happens today, guys. We'll see what happens today. But I figured I'd go live just to give you a backdrop on everything, where we're at and everything like that. I'm not going to stop the live yet. We're going to wait at least until about 6:30-ish, because there is a noise abatement ordinance that's here in Tucson, that those aircraft cannot fly past 10 o'clock unless it's a national emergency, or somebody penetrates the Arizona Defense Aircraft the Defense Identification Zone, ADIZ. Okay, we have what they call ADIZ along our borders, north and south, in Canada and in Mexico. We're about, maybe, I'd say, 55 miles from the Mexican border. That's where Tucson is. We're about 50 to 60 miles. And if somebody violates our airspace without calling in properly to ATC, then the F-16s over at Davis-Monthan, which are the alert aircraft, take off and intercept them. Okay? So, around 10 o'clock, only if it's a national emergency like that, they're only allowed to take off. Yes, Danielle, my grandfather was a Hellcat pilot as well. Shot down two Japanese Zeros. Until he crashed. He crashed on board the USS Hancock. We do not have any aircraft coming in here or going out, so I don't know. Trying to see if I hear the whine, because normally you can hear the whine of the F-16s from afar. It's very distinct. I don't hear them. They may have canceled operations for tonight because of the weather, which I sincerely doubt. If anything, we might even be seeing the 767 take off. That'll be something. That's the only heavy jet that really comes in daily over here, other than what I've mentioned before. I mean, Tucson is a great place for aviation. There's there's Pinal Air Park, there's Phoenix, there's Yuma, there's Sierra Vista. You get a lot of military traffic out there because of the Army base. They get all kinds of stuff. Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. You never know what's going in there because of the boneyard. I mean, there might be aircraft that are being retired. Might be big jets like the C-5, the C-17. We've seen Khalida go in there. We've seen Atlas Air go in there. Joshua, the Hellcat is a World War II fighter carrier base that was based on an aircraft carrier. We have one example over at our museum. We also have a Wildcat that was found in Lake Michigan that they raised up, and they now restored part of it. Yeah, it doesn't look like we've got a lot coming in here. I mean, it hasn't rained or nothing like that, so of course you guys can see the sun. Oh, Josh. The only real thing we have right now, there we go, we have an F-16 right there. Look, 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 F-16. F-16. That's a ground F-16. Check it out. Ground F-16, guys. I want to wave to him and see if he waves back at me. I know a lot of these guys. See if he waves to me. He's being a dork. He didn't even see me. Wow, that's a fast sucker too. That's an angry bird. Yes, I know, Salt Lake City. I know what you guys got coming. I already know. A U-2 spy plane. No, actually, they got that from Davis Mountain. I think you might have. I think you have an A-10 coming. All right, Danielle, do me a favor. Can you tell me exactly what's coming up next for Tucson, please? Because I do not see anything. I do not even hear F-16s. You can't. Oh, Joy, who's this? Oh, FedEx. Oh, you did Salt Lake City flights. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, we got the very first 777 over at Premier Air Museum from Cathay Pacific. Guys, I think FedEx is about to take off. Because I just saw the FedEx truck. Got another. Looks like we got another. It might be another private jet. Oh, and by the way, Salt Lake City flights, you're gonna hate me. We are supposed to be getting a C5 Galaxy over at the Premier Air Museum. Oh yeah, FedEx delivery trucks are going into the gate over here, so that sucker should be leaving any time. Oh wow, it's that same one that landed earlier. He's taking off again. Oh, that must be NetJets. Because we have a lot of NetJets aircraft coming in here. Yeah, I didn't think so. What about the the 767 FedEx, Danielle? I am assuming that sucker will leave soon. I really don't think. Sometimes the F-16s won't ping on ADS-B. Yeah, sometimes they won't ping on ADS-B. No, Salt Lake City. I'm talking about display. On display at our museum. We have a C-141. We've got the YC-14. We've got the Sophia. We got the 777. We got the General Electric test bed. We got a China Airlines 737-400 or 500, whatever you want to call it. Got all kinds. We got a 787. We got the second prototype of the 787 Dreamliner sitting over there at the Pima Air Museum. I'm talking about the C-5 Galaxy coming over to our museum. Okay, 703. Yeah, it figures as much. No, I hate that. See, the thing is that the severe thunderstorm warning that they were talking about is directly west of me, or southwest of me. They were talking about Kitt Peak National Observatory, which is pretty much in that direction right there, guys. You can't even see it. Usually you can see it clear as bell, but unfortunately it's not. You can't even see it. They're getting hit with a severe thunderstorm right now. So chances are the F-16 is going to the west. What machine are we talking about? You're probably hearing my my AC going, air conditioning going. That's probably what you're. This is probably what you're hearing. Yeah, we don't have anything. The only thing that's really lining up for takeoff now, he's actually rolling, so. There we go. He'll probably take off right about there. Yep, he's lifted off already. There he goes. Kind of sucks that I no, it's my air conditioning on my phone or on my vehicle. Oh, lovely. We got looks like we got a truck sitting here. Like I said, we might forego the FedEx plane. I mean, that's really the only thing exciting that's happening at 7 o'clock, so I don't know. I don't know if y'all can still see me online, but I kind of had something that I think may have stopped the transmission of the. You guys can still see me, right, or hear me? Anybody? Bueller? Danielle, can you still hear me on the live? Okay, so I am still live streaming. Good. Good deal. I still have people here, so that's good. Now, what I want to do, looks like the northwest is now getting hit by rain. Okay, Daniel. Cool. I don't think we have anything else coming in right now, guys. We got a little bit of lull in activity for the airport. Oh yeah, look at that. Look over there, guys. They got a nice old rainstorm coming in right there. Lovely. So chances are, we'll probably stay our same flow. Yep. Looks like the windsock hasn't changed. Trying to keep an eye out for things. Now I did see F-16 this morning when I was over here. Had to come down to my work for a little bit. And it does not look like we've got anything coming in. We're going out for right now. So, guys, give this live stream a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to the channel. Help Danielle out because she's trying her best. She's doing what she needs to do. Giving her a hand with it. That way that she can have more variety. More variety. Danielle, look at the jet tip for me and just look at the schedule. Look at all aircraft coming in, not the notoriety ones, but the ones that are actually supposed to be scheduled. In a half an hour, if we don't see anything coming our way as far as F-16s go, then we'll probably stop the live stream, guys. And also, guys, I'm going to be setting up a GoFundMe for Danielle's channel. That way, she's got some prospects for work and everything like that going on right now. But I do want to set up a GoFundMe so you guys can donate to her channel, because she needs definite funding and help, just like I have a GoFundMe for my channel and things like that. That way, I'm going to set her up a merchandise shop. She can sell T-shirts. She can sell hats, water bottles, cups, mugs, whatever, with all her designs that she's got on it. We're going to set her up with that. We're going to design her fourth wall. So it's going to be fourth wall, and I want you guys to watch out for that, because her live streams are worth it, because she's got better live streaming opportunities than I do. I mean, I've got Air Force Base type of stuff. I've got graveyard stuff up there at the at Pinell Air Park. Oh wow, look at that rainstorm. It's right on the airport now. Tell you what, I think what we should do is we're gonna take a little tour of the airport, guys. I think that'd be more interesting than just sitting here. Okay, so what time is the 737 and one from Las Vegas and Denver coming in. Danielle. I was actually thinking about going over to where the F-16s are and seeing if they're moving or they got the lights running or whatever. All right, we're gonna pick up our step stool here, and we're gonna get out of this location here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna wait for that one, for either of them. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna run around the airport for a little bit, and we're gonna see the other location. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Give you guys a general idea. I'm gonna give you an idea of where we are. And if they do take off, we'll have a better opportunity to see them. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go for a ride, guys. We're going to go for a ride. Yay! As you can see, the FedEx truck is ready to go in. It's going to be a little bit shaky here, but because I'm driving, no big deal. We're not going to be dealing with a lot of traffic going toward where we're going to be going, except for the terminals. See, you'll be able to see there's FedEx right there, guys. The FedEx terminal. Looks to me like they're getting that FedEx plane ready. Oh yes, Danielle, I will not drop you on the floor. I got my pistol grip. I'm holding onto the pistol grip. Oh yeah, they're getting her ready. They're getting her ready. Oh yeah. Now, of course, you guys here in the city, there's a lot of military contracts. Now, of course, Danielle, if you've seen Pip's stream, he live streams from up there on the very top of the. He would live stream on the very top of the where the rental cars are, because the very top is where the employee parking is. Of course, we got all the rental cars over there. Danielle's been talking, Joshua. Okay, this is the rental car area. First and second floors, or second floor is actual parking. First floor is for, right there is our terminal. And where we're going is we're going toward the other side, where the Air National Guard is. We're going to go in right before to get into the terminal. can hear aircraft actually spooling up here, so not the F-16s, but we're going to go down to our right here is where we're going. As you can see, I know this airport fairly well. There's the hangars for general aviation and FBOs and things like that. That's just some of them, not all of them. Gonna make a left here, and we're gonna go toward the old Tucson Tower. The old Tucson Tower. That's the old Tucson Tower right there. I remember going into this tower all the time and watching the planes with the controllers up there. That was pretty fun. See what we got going on here. The National Weather Service dome used to be right here. Let's see. We're going to go down. This is the parking lot for these FBOs and everything like that. So we can actually park here. But I'm going to go into a bad spot here, so bear with me, guys. Directly ahead is a Lightning Aviation's other hangar, and we're gonna go to our right. We're gonna go into uncharted territory here, guys. We're not gonna be there very long. We're just gonna check out and see if the F-16s are spooling up or not. Ooh, hello. Good nice Gulf Stream. Right across the way right there, guys, is Morris Air National Guard Base. That's where all the F-16s are. There's 95 of them suckers over there. And it does not look like any of them are spooling up. However, we are not going to be around here to find out. Because I am going to get the heck out of here so I don't get in trouble. See, this is the spot where the spotters got in trouble, Danielle. I was telling you about right here. So we're going to go back out and we're going to go toward the Tucson Tower. The old Tucson Tower, I should say. Ooh, scared the heck out of me. There's not really anything going on right now. I mean, they are supposed to be taking off, but it doesn't look like it. And the way I'm going to park, we'll be able to see them if they do. So, see, we're on the other side of the airport, guys. That blue hangar that you guys saw in the picture, that's the Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. That's Bombardier is over here. Let me just zoom in, maybe you can see it. That's the Bombardier facility. We have a Pima Community College right there. They teach aviation mechanics and avionics and all that. The old B-24 hangars from Consolidated. Okay? And if you notice, they're storing aircraft over there. And then, of course, over there is the Set Aviation and all that. Of course, Atlantic Aviation's over here. Can't really see it, but there it is. So we'll be able to see the F-16s take off from here, if that's the case. If they start taxiing, which is I'm hoping they do, then we'll be able to rock and roll. I think we've seen enough aircraft land over there on the other side. I think that's the case. Like I said, if I don't see anything by 6:30, I know they're not going up. And we'll have to try tomorrow. No big deal. We'll have a little fun while we're at it. I think an hour and 30 minutes would do us really well. Like I said, if they got about 2 hours time frame where they can actually take off. They're on a schedule basically if they do take off today and tonight. Yeah, exactly, Danielle. Looks like it's just you and me in the chat right at the moment, so we'll wait and see. I'm trying to see if they'll actually take off here or tag. They start taxiing, we know that they're gonna take off, and we'll be able to get some good shots of them. I'm actually sitting in a good spot where I can nail them in the air. It doesn't matter if we get them on that side or this side. It doesn't matter because they still do afterburner shots as far as taking off. They don't stop with the afterburner until they get to full length of the airport. They probably canceled operations tonight because of the weather. I can almost guarantee it. They do that a lot. But in any case, we can always do take 2 tomorrow night. Yeah, it was disappointing today because normally they would be up by now. Normally, between 6:30 and I don't know. Would have been nice to see them with thunderstorms all behind it, but it's okay. It's okay. Now, in the event that they do start taking off, after we go offline, I will definitely go back online and I'll say, hey, there we go, we got them. But that's it. Looks like we lost Joshua and we lost Salt Lake City flights and all that. was hoping to see some F-16s, but it doesn't look like they're even fired up at all. Alright, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to, at about an hour and 30 minutes, we're at an hour and 26 minutes right now. If we don't see any other action other than commercial jets, we're going to go offline. And we'll stick around here for another half an hour to see if they start taking off around 7. If they do not, then we'll call it a day, and we'll try maybe tomorrow night to see what's going on. We might even do one in the morning to see the F-16s. You never know. So what we'll do is it'll probably be a surprise live stream. And if it's a surprise live stream, just guys, watch for the live stream going live tomorrow, because with things like this, you have to do things at the spur of the moment sometimes. And I just want to reiterate that, because you never can tell with military or even civil. Well, civilian's predictable, but military is not. They could have canceled flights for tonight, told everybody to go ahead and take the night off because of the weather, and so on and so forth. I also, when I was at my work earlier today, I didn't see a lot of guys over there from the Air National Guard base, so you know that kind of told me something as far as the weather, things like that. It could have been a last minute cancellation too, so. But yes, this is going to be the last few minutes, about 3 minutes. We're going to go ahead and stop the live stream, and then if we see any F-16s taking off or taxiing, then we'll jump back on real quick and see what goes on. If not, we'll try tomorrow morning, or try tomorrow evening as well. But I do want to get some F-16 action in for Lightning Aviation. Again, my name is Dan, and I am one of the editors for Lightning Aviation. No! There we go. Nice. Very, 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 very nice. Yeah, we probably won't be able to see Southwest Landing because they taxi into the terminal at the middle of the area. So I'm glad we could do this for you guys. Like I said, this is her second live stream. I want to congratulate her on a successful second live stream. Like I said, we're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on capturing aviation and weather and to bring it to you guys. That way you can enjoy every piece of content she's got. Looks to me like we have a Piper Cherokee here. That's taxiing. Going to one of the FBOs, possibly Atlantic Aviation. So, yeah. All right, guys. It's been a pleasure bringing this to you, all of you. If anything should go on with the next 24 hours, as far as F-16s go, we'll probably be out here doing some flights as well. As far as commercial goes, we'll see what comes in and see what happens. So, thanks for joining us here at Lightning Aviation. You guys have a wonderful day. wonderful evening, and we'll see you on the next live stream. Keep your eyes to the skies, guys. Adios.